welcome to my channel. We are doing something very different today. I am challenging myself to come up with 5 different outfits, costumes for Halloween, using the things that I already own, things that are already in my closet. So join me for this wild ride. It's gonna be really fun. I will definitely be destroying my closet in the process of this, but you don't need to see that. I'm going to be sharing with you some tips that I also use whenever I'm compiling a costume or outfit together, which is really helpful when I have a lot of gigs and doing fire dance performances and things like that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I just rolled out of bed and I'm so excited to go through all of these 5 unique transformations with you. For this b-boy hip-hop dancer look, I want to feel boyish. So the first thing I went to look for was some baggy pants. So I have these nice low-rise kind of cargo pants, and I'm pairing them with a classic white tee, something that is really tight on me, and also gotta have a hat for the vibes. Next, I gotta find some shoes, and yeah, I'm gonna change into all this. Okay, so I have my pants and my top on. The next thing I'm going to do is maybe add this little collared shirt on, just to kind of add more androgyny. I don't ever wear things like this, so it's kind of fun to just switch on to a more masculine mode. And I gotta wrangle my hair somehow. My hair in a bun is still way too big for a hat, so I think I'm just gonna do a ponytail, a super low one, just so that the hat can fully fit over my head. I have also tried stuffing my hair into a hat, but alas, I have way too much hair to make that work. Trust me, I tried. And yeah, I really am enjoying the process of this transformation just because I don't have to put any makeup on, and usually that's a given for any big performance or any big costume change is makeup. But I like having a look where I feel a little bit more androgynous and I can just like tap into a whole different side of me. That's like one of my favorite things. I've also am pairing this look with these Puma sneakers, perfect hip hop dancing shoes. I'm not gonna put them on too tight because I feel like you need a lot of mobility to do hip hop moves. Like, you want the shoes to be snug, but to have loose ankles is really nice, I have learned. So yep, this is the finishing part to the look, and I'll see you soon. So the theme for this next look is Victorian Librarian. I'm really excited to embody a different sort of persona from a different era, and I wanted to start out with a basic skirt. So that was the first thing that I gravitated to, something long and kind of more an A-line shape. Next, I started thinking about what white tops and garments I had in my closet, and I picked this up at a thrift store earlier this year, and I've been loving it so much. It's not really accurate to the Victorian time, but it is long sleeve. It has a sort of dreamy sort of feeling, so I went for silky elements for this look. I will have to dig up and find maybe some more brown accessories. I did find this purse that I think is going to be perfect for like actually carrying a book for the librarian vibe. And I do have these lace up brown boots. I just got to find some sort of belt or something to tie this whole look together. Next, we're going to get into hair and makeup. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is attempt to do my hair in sort of a poofy updo. I've never done this before. Should be interesting, but I have a lot of hair to work with, so we'll see what happens. I am going to just brush out the back a little bit to get it smoother. And then pull it up into a long ponytail. I'm going to grab about here and then just push it down. That kind of works. But before I secure it, I think I'm going to pull out a few little wispy bits, some baby hairs, to make it feel a little bit more romantic and sweet. Good enough. I'm gonna get a hair tie just to secure it here at the top, just because I have so much hair. Bobby pins probably won't do the trick. So up here, push it down. Going to attempt to do this. And then once I have the hair tie in, I'm gonna do a small, well, it's not gonna be small because I have so much hair, but I'm gonna do a bun and tuck the ends underneath as much as possible. My hair is quite rebellious. All right, so we got some poof happening. Awesome. Next, I'm going to take some bobby pins to try to secure everything as much as possible. And again, I'm going for a quick style, especially this is the first time I've done something like this. And I just want it to look old-fashioned and romantic and be inspired by it. Just never seen my hair like this, and it's so wild to me that it used to be the most fashionable thing to do, to wear your hair like this. Wow. This is fun. So I'm going to put a few more in just so it doesn't fall out, and then I'm also going to do a very simple makeup look to just accentuate the natural beauty as they did. I'm kind of actually digging the slightly messy vibe too. My hair is very rebellious against bobby pins, but I'm just gonna make it work. Okay, so next is makeup. Definitely need a little bit of like rouge on the cheeks. So I think I'm gonna just start there. It might be a tiny bit too dark, but it's okay. Just to add a little bit of color. gonna add this same color to my lips. All right, it's coming together. Next, I am just gonna do a tiny bit of brown here on my eyelids. Not too much. They really didn't wear that much makeup in that era. It was more just to like accentuate the natural beauty that's already there. So just the tiniest touch. And for funsies, I'm gonna put on mascara. And finishing touch will be this brown belty harness thing that I have, and maybe a book or two. Lakshmi is the Hindu goddess of wealth and prosperity and good fortune, and I thought it would be really sweet to embody her energy. Her colors are red and gold, so the way I'm going to go about this is selecting a red matching top and bottom. These are a little too scandalous for me to wear on their own, but having this as a base and just finding ways to attach all the red and gold fabric that I've found will help pull this look together. I also have some gold accessories, and I'll probably keep my hair long and down and just add this headpiece and perhaps just gold eyeshadow. Okay, so we're almost ready for makeup, but first I wanted to explain how I wrap this skirt. I tied one end of the fabric, it's literally just like a long rectangular strip, to my strappy part of my underwear, and then wrapped it around a couple times until I could grab the rest of the fabric, throw it over one shoulder like a sash, and then just connected it to the top that I have. So that is one way to work with fabric. You can also use safety pins, and this is just so perfect when you want to keep the fabric as it is and when you don't want to sew. So that's that. I've added a couple of little gold layers. And next I'm gonna do just some simple gold eyeshadow. I'm gonna do a darker gold on my lid. And then I like to highlight with some lighter gold right underneath my eyebrows. So I'll do that next. I just like to use my fingers. It just feels nice to connect to my skin that way. Just right under the brow. Lovely. Okay, what else? I feel like she definitely rocks a bold red lipstick, which actually really isn't much of my thing. I typically go more burgundy or dark if I'm gonna do lipstick, but she is vibrant, she is powerful, so we're gonna do a brighter red color. To match the rest of the outfit. And good enough for now. I think what I'm gonna do next is show you the layering that I do for my head. This part's really fun. Oh, got a little red on my face. Okay, so for this part, I have a different scarf. These two pieces of fabric are very dear to me. They actually were acquired in India. And I'm just gonna lay it on top of my head to kind of cover my hair and place it the way I want it. Then I can put this gold crown on top, and this is gonna kind of help it stay a little bit. I have it tucked behind my ears. And next, for my favorite part, I love repurposing different jewelry for different accessories. So what's happening is I have this beautiful carnelian necklace, and instead of putting it around my neck, I'm gonna put it right on top of my forehead, and it's wrapping underneath. And because the crown is there, it's kind of helping secure it and let it stay in place. So some good layering. It kind of looks like a bindi. I don't have a bindi, so this was a really good solution, is to put a necklace instead. And I know it's a different level of red, but I think different shades of red, a monochromatic look, is really powerful, especially when you're choosing to embody a certain archetype, a certain energy. And yeah, I'm just gonna finish off with some mascara, and we're almost done with Lakshmi. Next, we are going for Medusa. Medusa is an intense being who has a head full of snakes, and with one look, she will turn you into stone. So for this monstrosity, I want to go with the color scheme dark green and kind of like silvery, any sort of rock color. So I have this amazing slit weave bodysuit. So this is going to be my main base. And then I'm going to go a little bit more full on with the makeup and hair. That's going to be mostly the focus of this look. I have these really cool snaky earrings, and I also have a matching snake hair clip. So we're going to get into it. It's going to be a journey. Here we go. Okay, so now that I have my hair done, I'm just gonna pop in these earrings, and work on the makeup look. So I'm gonna start with some dark green and kind of get like that scaly look. I'm grabbing a fishnet that I have, and I'm just gonna place it kind of like on my forehead to create an effect. Ooh, but first maybe I'll add a little kind of like dark green covering, lining my scalp. I think that will be like a good base. So I'm just gonna take some face paint and eyeshadow to make this all happen. Let's see, we need a brush for this, and I'm gonna test out this green color that I have that kind of matches this bodysuit quite well. So I just find that more is more when it comes to creepy looks, like to not be afraid of just going for it. And it always kind of looks crazy during the process, but at the end it's always like this, wow, you look amazing, because you commit to the look. So that's one thing that I've learned as far as like creating more of like the monstery sorts of Halloween costumes, even with like super spooky stuff. More is more. You want to add more white face paint if you're doing any sort of skeleton or ghost figure, or the really big dramatic black eyes. So yeah, so I'm just like making it blend in with my hairline so that it kind of like creeps in on my forehead, and just being super casual with fading it in. I'm not a professional makeup person at all, but I definitely see it as starting with a blank canvas and then just getting to decorate your own face, and it's kind of like an art project. So this is where we're starting. I'm feeling inspired to do a little sort of blush situation too. I'm gonna first start with a lighter color just to test it out, just to see. Oh yeah, that's perfect. So this is a lighter shade of green that I'm going to use as a sort of definition blush for the cheeks. Start getting me looking a little sick, I guess, but more monstery, I guess. And yeah, what else? I've actually never really filmed myself doing any makeup on camera. This is totally a new experience, but it feels kind of natural because it's one of those things you kind of do when you're getting ready with other performers or ready with friends to go out, especially for Halloween. This year I'm going to a friend's house and we're going to celebrate together in community and potluck. And yeah, I've been encouraging everyone to dress up. I know sometimes it can feel like a lot, but it's actually really fun to dress up. It kind of like allows my inner child to play and just have fun with it. Okay, so with this same lighter green color, I'm just gonna dust it on my forehead a little bit more just to kind of get more blending action. I find that the fingers are kind of like usually the best at blending versus brushes. I'm just such a tactile sort of person that's just what works for me. Okay, so let's go back to the fishnet idea. I'm already starting to look crazy. This is good. Yeah, okay, fishnet idea. I'm gonna try a body paint. Let's see how this works. It's kind of more creamy versus the eyeshadow, which is a little bit more like dry powder. So I'm gonna see if this works. I'm gonna just try down on my chin first. A little testy patch, just testing it out. And you really just want to hold a fishnet as still as possible. I'm trying not to talk, but we're hanging out right now. Okay. Yeah, see, that is so cool. I love that effect. I haven't done this in so long. This is definitely what I did the only time I've dressed up as Medusa. I also had a green costume at that point, and yeah, that outfit, I grew out of it. It was a size medium, and now I'm pretty much extra small and everything. Just my life took me in a direction where I changed my diet and I started doing even more intense physical activity with my whole career as an aerial artist. And yeah, it's just so cool that our bodies can change over time. This one. Okay, the video cut me off, but I finished the look. I just added more silver and some black. I added the lip, which was really, really fun and creepy. And here we go for the full reveal. Can you guess what my last outfit is? It's something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. I'm gonna dress up as a bat. My friend gifted me this awesome little hoodie with the ears, and I'm just gonna pull together some black lacy things and a necklace and see what I come up with. All right, my love, so it is coming together. First of all, I wanted to put my hair in 2 braids so that this little hat looks better. An amazing friend of mine gifted me this for a birthday. I am going to put on some jewelry next. I have these beautiful earrings and a necklace that matches them, and they kind of have these black wings on them. It's actually made out of horn, but I thought it would be perfect for this. I also have this velvet fabric. I ended up cutting it to kind of have that shape of a bat for bat wings, and that was super easy to do. And I also have these nice little black booties, and I have a corset as well, which I think really helps pull the look together, because I ended up going with this lacy bodysuit and 3 layers of skirts. The first layer is just like a nice slit skirt. I have this little bustle thing that I made that is very silky and fun. And then I put this lacy garter kind of on top. It's like a little garter skirt. So those are the layers. Next, before I put the hat on, I'm going to do the makeup. I'm gonna go for a dark look. I definitely need the inspo for the shape of the eyes. So I do have an inspo photo here to help me get the right bat wing shape. So I'm gonna do that next. And yeah, I just think it's so fun to dress up as a character or an animal. And with this look specifically, I've just been wanting to do it for such a long time, and it's finally time. that's a wrap. I had so much fun, spent all day dressing up, coming up with new ideas, trying new things, and it was so fun. Let me know down in the comments below which outfit was your favorite. Again, I've pretty much never done any of these outfits except for Medusa, a very different rendition, and yeah, this was wildly fun. Highly recommend to just go through your closet, see what you got, come up with new ideas, and dress up this spooky season. Make sure that you're subscribed to my channel, and you can always support me by clicking the super thanks button below. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Sending you my love and blessings, and happy Halloween. Yay!